Ahoy, mates! What a week filled with cruise drama mean. People jumping off ships, getting ate up by sharks. The wind and the waves did not obey thy will on the Carnival Sunshine, as it was tossed and torn by waves so big that would have made Peter think long and hard about launching out into the deep. And all I want to talk about is why I'm such a fangirl of Royal Caribbean's Freedom of the Seas. Ooh, child. I created a podcast about it. Like to hear it? Here it goes. Roll it! Welcome to Cruise Therapy. This podcast is dedicated to the world of cruising as a remedy to improve your mental well-being and lose those cruise blues one cruise ship at a time. Hi, my name is G Free and I am your cruise therapist with your dose of vitamin C, ocean, and river cruises. We're about to drop anchor on another episode, so grab a glass or a bottle of your favorite libation, sit back, relax, and enjoy this episode of Cruise Therapy. This episode, we'll talk ship about the 5 things I love about Royal Caribbean's Freedom of the Seas. But before we embark, here are the latest cruise news, ship updates, and protocols. This week in cruise news starts on a sad and tragic note. There was an 18-year-old sailing on a pirate cruise out of Baton Rouge, Louisiana, celebrating his graduation, who decided he would jump off the side of the ship into what is known as shark-infested waters on a dare. In the videos that have come forth, it is believed that the 18-year-old may have been attacked by a shark. After several days of searching, the U.S. Coast Guard have suspended their search. Even more sad news, a 35-year-old Virginia man went overboard from his balcony from the Carnival Magic, which was traveling off the coast of Florida. It is unknown if he jumped or if it was foul play. As of today, the Coast Guard has suspended their search. Also in the news, the Carnival Sunshine, back from her home port of Charleston, South Carolina, encountered severe weather with up to 80 miles of wind. Guests have reported the ocean swells were hitting the ship over and over, and some of the crew were spotted wearing life vests. Carnival has stated they encountered unexpected weather, and the ship's crew followed their protocols for rough weather, and thankfully, no one was seriously injured. The Carnival Sunshine headed out the same day for its next voyage. To end on a brighter note, and also good news for Carnival, comedian and late-night host Jay Leno will be Carnival's first ever godfather to the Carnival Venezia. Festivities and naming ceremonies are set for June 14th in New York. The ship will incorporate Carnival's fun Italian style to the already Italian-themed ship. Jay Leno will also be performing live, doing a comedy show at the event. Coming up in the next segment, we'll talk ship about the top 5 things I love and am fangirling out about Royal Caribbean's Freedom of the Seas. Stay tuned. Welcome back to Cruise Therapy. Before we embark further into this episode, please let me invite you to join the Cruise Therapy podcast crew. If you like me, like me. If you have friends, share me. If you have something to say it in the comments. And if you like my vibe, subscribe and get notified. Ahoy, Cruise Therapy crew! I'm so excited to share with you one of Royal Caribbean's amazing cruise ships, the Freedom of the Seas. She's currently based out of Miami, Florida, sailing a 3 and 4 day Bohemian itinerary, porting in Nassau, and perfect day at Coco Cay. The Freedom of the Seas first debuted as the world's largest cruise ship in 2006, and in 2024, Royal Caribbean will launch their largest ship yet, the Icon of the Seas. There are lots of things to do or not do on board. You'll find amazing dining options, drinks, entertainment, things for the kids, things for grandma, things for grandpa, things for Aunt Sally, things for Uncle T, Leroy, and all in all, fun cruise experience that will wash away any cruise blues. Here are my top 5 things I loved about the Freedom of the Seas. Let's start with number 5, the newly renovated pool deck. The Freedom recently underwent a $116 million amplification. The amplification was more like a redo from HGTV, completely night and day. It went from drab to fab. The pool area features a resort-style Caribbean pool. The colors really popped against the blue sky and the white cloud, which made it an even more festive atmosphere. They've added new pool furniture, casitas, clam-shaped day beds that are located up on the top level, and it overlooks the pool. And of course, no pool is complete without a signature poolside bar, which in this case is the Lime and Coconut Bar. It is one of their best additions so far, in my opinion. The bar has adult size swings and features specialty drink. Now, on the middle deck of the Lime and Coconut Bar is a second bar with additional seating. Past guests probably would remember this area as the Sky Bar, but this is a great place to catch the sun and a breeze, all while sipping on your favorite pina colada or watching a movie on the big screen later in the evening. This place makes it an excellent location to watch the sail-away party. And the rooftop deck completes the Lime and the Coconut Bars. It offers great views, a nice breeze, and it's also a cool spot to gather if you have a group of friends so you can just chill, relax, have a few cocktails under the stars. And that's why the renovated pool deck is one of my top 5 things I loved about the Freedom of the Seas. Number 4, Playmakers Sports Bar and Arcade. If you're a sports fan, you are going to love Playmakers Sports Bar and Arcade. It's a great place to hang out and watch baseball, football, and other sports. It doesn't matter if you're a Saints fan, Cowboy, or a Dirty Bird fan. Family and friends of all ages can have a seat at the table and watch the live games on more than 100 TVs. The loser can buy a round of beer and wings for the winner. But even if you aren't a sports fan, you can still enjoy the sports bar. It's still a cool place to hang out. There's foosball, there's pool tables, and also classic arcade games like Pac-Man and Donkey Kong. Now, located behind the bar and Playmakers is a private owner's box area. This area is available for private groups with reservation, and you can gather with your team or your fan group and watch the game together. It features large screen TVs, sofas, and chairs. Now, please note the food served in Playmakers It is additional and it's not included in your cruise fare. So, but even with the additional cost of the food, Playmakers is still number 4 on my top 5. Number 3, the ice skating shows. Yeah, you heard me right. There is an ice skating rink on the ship and it does spectacular ice skating shows. Now, Royal Caribbean is known for its entertainment at sea, and it's won awards for the best entertainment for 2021 and 2022 by by Travel Weekly Readers' Choice Awards, starting with their ice skating shows. Now, I want you to imagine sitting on a moving ship in the middle of the ocean, because the ocean has waves now, while watching some of the most talented ice skaters. Baby. These skaters are performing high-level flips, jumps, triple axels, and unbelievable acrobatics with the ease and with little incident. It's rare that you will see them trip up or fall. Now they do, because they are on ice and the ship is moving in the middle of the ocean with waves. So, but having said that, last week I tripped just getting out of the bed. The shows are absolutely amazing, and the stellar production would easily rival anything that you would find on land, starting with the costumes, the choreography, the music, the lighting, and also the coordinated special effects. Now, during the day, the venue is used and it's, for the guests. So it's open to anybody. So you can, if you want to, you can get out there and try to ice skate. So if you do that, then make sure you bring some long pants and long sleeves. So it is also used as a laser tag, area, and also sometimes they show movies in there. So all of this is included in your cruise, so be sure to make some time to see one of the outstanding ice shows while you're on board the Freedom of the Seas. And so for this reason, that is why the ice skating shows are number 3 on my top 5. And did I mention it's included? It's included in your fare. So try paying for Disney on Ice. Better yet, maybe they should bring back Ice Capades. Number 2, Giovanni's Italian Kitchen. Full confession, typically I'm not a fan of Italian cuisine. However, Giovanni was a game changer. The first time that I ate at the restaurant, I became a fan. The menu features authentic Italian dishes and made-to-order pizzas that are baked in an in-house oven. Now, let me stop right here for a public service announcement.
Hear ye! Hear ye!
If you are eating that freak pizza, what my friend likes to call pull-up pizza, meaning you pull up any time of the day and you can grab a slice of pizza. If you're eating that pizza, stop. Or at least treat yourself one night to a pizza from Giovanni's. Yes, there is an additional cost and pull-up pizza is free, but I know you won't be disappointed. And besides, it's all a part of the experience. Now, if you have 2 or more people in your party, I highly recommend that you order the Giovanni assorted meat and cheese platter, what we'd like to call a charcuterie board. And maybe try the gigantic veal meatball. And all of these portions are shareable. So, here's a tip. Do not fill up on bread. These are nice portions, so save room because you'll definitely want to try Mama's tiramisu or the chocolate ravioli. Now, if you're trying to go on the lighter side, I would recommend Go Bananas for a dessert option. The restaurant features family-style dining in the front of the restaurant. And then when you move a little bit further to the back, is for smaller seating. So, but either way, whether you're sitting up front or in the back, you're still going to have an amazing view of the ocean because the restaurant features large floor to ceiling glass windows. Now, Giovanni is a specialty restaurant and it is not included in your cruise fare, but I still highly recommend you try it either for lunch where the prices are a little bit less expensive, or if you want to do something special, definitely make reservations for dinner during your cruise. Now, I've since visited Giovanni's Italian kitchen on board the Odyssey of the Seas, and it did not disappoint. And for this reason, Giovanni's is number 2 in my top 5. Number 1, I know you've all been waiting for it. My number 1 pick is the Schooner Bar. The number 1 place that I absolutely loved on board the Freedom of the Seas. And you know what? Full disclosure, I love this place on all Royal Caribbean ships. It is the Schooner Bar, and it's most likely going to be on all of my top 5s. So, but my love for this venue started back in 1998 on the Sovereign of the Seas, and it was during a hurricane, Hurricane George, to be exact. It was the most calming and friendliest place on the ship. Everyone was happy and having a great time. So, the bar is located on deck 4 next to the casino. It has a nautical theme with a warm woodsy interior. There's a faux ship mast with ropes and canvas sails that resemble a wooden boat. So if you're looking for a spot to meet up with friends before or after dinner, the Schooner Bar is going to be your go-to spot. It's also a place where they have trivia and games. So it's lots of fun during that time. And during the day when it's not in use, it's also a great place if you want to sit back and read or just people watch. That is the place to be. However, the best time to visit the Schooner Bar is late in the evening when the crowds start to gather, drinks are pouring from the bar, the waiters are working the room, and the piano player is leading the crowds in sing-along songs, and sing along you will. For this reason, it's why the Schooner Bar is my number 1 pick in my top 5. Hey, have you ever sailed on the Freedom of the Seas? Were any of these in your top 5s? Let me know in the comments. What are your favorite things on board the Freedom of the Seas? It's that time, shipmates, to pull into port and disembark. If you've been inspired and are ready to book your next 3 or 4 day cruise on the Freedom of the Seas or any Royal Caribbean cruise ship, please visit our website at www.atlantatravelassoc.com. Again, that's www.atlantatravel, and the abbreviation for associates, which is A as in Apple, S as in Sam, S as in Sam, O as in Oscar, C as in Charlie.com. Hi, I'm G Free, your cruise therapist. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I hope you'll choose to tune in for more cruise therapy. Until our next therapy session, thanks for listening.